In this video, we're going to go over the solutions to the computer exam for the second section of the class that meets at 12:30. Once you're logged in, you go into your hand-in directory and exam1. The exam files were there. I have all the files for all the sections here, but we're looking at exam1b questions. Alright, first it says make a file called exam1stuff.txt. Put your name at the top. Okay, so Emacs exam1stuff.txt, and make sure the spelling capitalize that all the same. Put my name in. Save the file. Let's see, exam1 stuff. Here it is. It shows up now. Let's go back and look at the questions again. Remember, you can use your up arrows to go back through your commands. This is the questions. Okay, compile this file and call it conv. Copy and paste the output into my exam1 stuff. Compile the file. Let's see, it was called convert exam1b.cpp-o conv. Run conv. This is the output. If I'm in PuTTY, you guys were on the other computers, but if I'm in PuTTY, I can drag with the left click. It's a normal way to select something. And if I then have it selected and then I left click again, that copies. Go into my exam1 stuff. And if I want to paste whatever was copied, I right click and that pastes it. Go ahead and save. And let's look at the question again. Next question is the password exam.cpp. Make some changes. Modify the program so that it accepts what they entered as being correct as long as they're within one of the correct answer. Alright, let's go and look at that. Password exam.cpp. Alright, so here is where it checks whether they're correct or not. I'm going to leave the original the way it was, and I want to put in a condition here that checks that they're within one. So I want user input to be less than or equal to correct plus 1, and user input to be greater than or equal to correct minus 1. Okay, so it's right in between correct plus 1 and correct minus 1. And I'll put that same condition down here on the if. The correct code in the file is listed as 42. So if I say 43 or 41, it should tell me I'm correct. Let's go ahead and try it. What is my? Oh, I already had some changes in here from before. Let me take those out so it looks just like yours. This is from the other class. Okay, what is the passcode? If I say 50, that's the wrong answer. Okay, let's try it again. 42, it asks again. 43, it asks again. 44, it asks again. 44, it says it's correct. Okay, so I have it opposite here. The while condition is supposed to be that it's wrong. Here I have that it's right. So I want to do the opposite of this. While it's less than as long as the thing they entered is more than 1 away. So either it's less than the correct -1 or it's greater than the correct +1. That would be that they're wrong, and this one would be that they're correct. Let's try it again. Okay, didn't ask the password at all that time, and here I have a problem because user input starts off being +1. Okay, so instead of starting off +1, make it +10, because +1 is now considered to be okay. Now it asks, 50, 40, 43 is okay, 41 is okay, 44 is not okay, 42 is still okay. Alright, that's that. Take a look at that one more time. If you want to look at it for longer, go ahead and pause the video right now. Let's move on. exam1b computer. There's another question. Add exam1b is supposed to add up the numbers, even numbers between 1 and 500. Syntax error, and I'm supposed to fix the syntax error and compile it into something called addition. First, let's try to compile it. Add exam1b.cpp. Error message is line 14, expected a semicolon before return. Oops. Let's go and look at add exam1b.cpp. Line 14 is right here, and it says expected a semicolon before return. You look backwards. There's a semicolon here, that's fine. Now we look backwards, and there's no semicolon on the cout. Fix that. It compiles now, and we can run it. And that seems okay. That was the last question. If you go into the in-class code on the website, there's a file at the bottom, exam1grading.txt, that has how many points were taken off for each question. You look, there should be a file called grade.txt in your exam1 folder that says how many points you got for each problem. And that should correspond to the different mistakes that you made according to this grading file. Okay, that's it.